this were mostly farm laborers or processing laborers. These women were mostly like female-headed household members, some with 3-4 children. So those were the kind of women we selected. Most of them proposed that their dream in life is to now own their own farm and assist other people that were like them. Those processing also prayed that one day they will mill rice to be finished and it will be theirs and they will sell it with every capacity. So these 2,400 that are broken into 80 groups in 4 local government areas became like the model that the others will fit into. It was categorized into 4 areas. 1, input support, where we had funds to be able to purchase input like fertilizer and our urea at the appropriate time and to be owned by the women themselves. Then we also had support for handheld equipment, which was to reduce the burden of the women on the farm. We also have the enterprise itself support in the situation that after the processing by our group, we're able to standardize ourselves and we were even able to get NAFDAC registration, which is one thing that is limiting for most local rice producers. Then the capacity build, we cultivated 200 hectares and had input for 200 hectares. We also introduced gap training, which is good agricultural practices. At the start of the program, we were getting 2.5 tons per hectare. But when we started applying the good agricultural practices, now it shot up to like 3.8 tons, and some even got up to 4 tons per hectare. With the support of USADF, we have like 1 destoner, 1 parboiler, 1 milling machine, and then a sealing machine. Now, after processing, we now went into milling. Tauraruwa rice came to being. Women were jubilating because the dream had become a reality. First, these women that were almost voiceless now have a voice and they developed confidence. At the community level, we now have milling centers. In every of the center now, there is a destoner, there is a milling machine, there are the parboiling pots, there is packaging, and they have outlet for marketing. And even millers, the male millers that were engaging them as laborers that time, they are now queuing up in their center with their rice for the women to parboil and mill for them. For instance, during the COVID-19 incident, because we had the milling machines and the stoners at the community, when there was lockdown, most of community members were getting their food from the WOFAN processing centers that we put up there. So those machines were so timely. At that particular time that people were struggling to survive, the women were flourishing with business because there was high demand. These women are now entrepreneurs in their own capacity, and they are now mobilizers of other women. Every one of the 2,400 women is now leading a group of 30. So what we have as an offshoot of this 2,400 is 2,400 times 30. The history of these women didn't end with just rice. They have used income, the dividend that has come from our rice program, to now improve their life. Even in their households, many things have changed. Their children are all going to school. Even the center of the women is used for lesson. Some of them that are a bit literate are now teaching in the afternoon, and women that are not literate are learning, a little bit of writing and reading, and they can use song to now compose a learning event. For instance, they can sing for you how to process rice from the beginning to the end in form of a song. So husband and wives have reduced quarreling. One very good example that I say with a loud voice is that before this project, men were the ones that were capitalizing on the production. And once they harvest and sell, they don't even want their wives to know about their harvest because their pockets are heavy. So the woman, the moment she tries to talk to them, they edge her out because they think she's going to ask for money. With this project, the men lobby the women 2 weeks to harvest because they know we will purchase the rice. So our women have become champions. But for the processing, you find out that the men now rely on the women. Now women own the inputs. So they are the ones that now even identify the males in the community that qualify, that are genuine farmers, that we can work together with them and share. From the start of the program 4 years ago to now, we have added an extra 20 hectares as part of the profit to the program. The same thing with the tonnage. Instead of 2.5, we're getting between 3.8 to 4 tons per hectare. We decided to diversify the production, not stopping at Taurarua rice. Now we've trained ourselves through support of some other partners that we work with to produce rice and groundnut flour. So the two together, we've turned it to flour, just competing with the wheat flour. And anything you can use wheat flour for, you can use that. Now we've started making macaroni. Macaroni that is made from rice and groundnut flour. Then the rice flour is used for many things. We make rice and groundnut moi moi. We make rice crackers. We make rice cake. Even for wedding, when they do the big cake, they can do the decoration with groundnut paste instead of using sugar, which is more nutritious. Then they make rice and groundnut snacks. And through our rice and groundnut, we can prepare children's food. To add to it, these women, all of them have started vegetable gardening in a creative way. And the reason why this came out of our project was this COVID issue that was a lockdown. It taught a lesson that one needs to diversify in land. And next to the Women's Center, you will find out that they have created about an acre that is used to grow almost everything you need in a household in a creative way. One other impactful thing is the ripple effect of this project. This project was a template for many successful stories from WOFAN. In Tofa community, for instance, when the UNDP SGP, that's the small grant project, wanted to install solar powered borehole, they were looking for a community that already had mobilized women. Out of the 44 LGAs of WOFAN, was one of these USADF DDI WOFAN supported community, a community that has been there for almost a decade with problem of water. Today, 2 solar boreholes, they are seated in Tofa community. Ripple effect further, Kano state government has given WOFAN a specific recognition. Jigawa and Kaduna State have contacted WOFAN for scale up. I am currently the lead consultant for the UNDP JEF project. They are replicating this same model with 42,000 farmers in 7 states. 28,000 are women. This project has created an avenue for other partners to step in to work with WOFAN, and WOFAN also, as a result of the need to scale up this project, have approached other partners. We are currently one of the lead MF partners of Kari GIZ project. Partners that build capacity. We are currently also working with Mastercard Foundation to mobilize 30,000 farmers to replicate this model. WOFAN has received so many awards as one of the best NGOs in the lives of the rural women for reaching out to this number of women and creating more than 5,000 businesses in agriculture. What is happening to WOFAN now is like the foundation. We got it right with USADF. We are building on it. So we are really grateful. As a person, my capacity has really For the women farmers that are together with me, I as the leader have improved, the farmers have improved, their pocket size has also increased. It has smoothened working relationship with the family. They can go to the hospital, they have a voice, they occupy some simple positions in the community, and they own their input, they own the business. We are really, really grateful because it has changed the narrative of the rural woman. From rice pickers or weeders on the farm and processing center laborers, today all of us have emerged enterprise owners. Thank you, USADF. Thank you, DDI, for the capacity building. We raise our thumbs to you.